Welcome to another adventure on this planet Earth. I'm Mark Gilchrist, and this week we're going to tour Huay Xai, the biggest little province in all of Laos. Nigel owns a little cafe with a beautiful view. You are British, Australian, you were born in Germany.
Correct.
And he married a Lao woman and now lives here happily ever after. You've become a strong part of the community, haven't you? I was a little surprised to see you here. It's not like Chiang Mai, Thailand, where it's very popular. What appeal does Huay Xai have?
We're off the beaten track, but this town is becoming increasingly popular because it's part of the, if you like, the old hippie trail from Bangkok up to the Burmese border, and many tourists will come across to this town. They will catch a slow boat to Luang Prabang. And the Gibbon experience is a eco-village built into the canopy, and these tree houses are all connected by little zip lines, and you try to get a photograph of the very famous but elusive and rare black gibbon.
For a small town, it seems to have a lot of productivity.
Now, Bokeo province is the smallest province within the country of Laos. There is a history of handicrafts, weaving, particularly Lao silk. A friend of mine, John, an Australian man, owns the factory right behind me called the Lao Fly Fishing Company. Huay Xai is the center of sapphire mining, the famous blue sapphire, and to a lesser extent, the famous black sapphire.
So Nigel, let's get on our motorbikes and take a little tour of the city.
Okay, let's do it.
Nigel took me to his friend's farm. Very cool place. It's sort of a community garden. I don't know, maybe a dozen families get together on this patch of land where the soil is very rich, and it's right next to a river. And they come out every day and weed and sow and water and weed and water. And they seem to grow your garden variety produce, much the same as what we see in America. There's some cabbage, plenty of that. And I was invited for lunch, which they cooked right there on an open fire. I had some fish and vegetables and one man arrived on a motorcycle with a pump, went down to the river, put it in there, started it up, and they had irrigation for at least half the farm. And what the pipes didn't reach, they did with water cans. Nigel took me to one of his friend's factories, the Bokeo gem cutting factory. I got to watch the work being done. Neat process of polishing gemstones. They invite tour buses to stop out front. A lot of Chinese, not many right now because of the virus. So they'll stop and tour the gem cutters and polishers. And there's a little boutique set up with handcrafts. It's a family business, and Nanluk is the director. She told me all about it.
Our business starts from my parents. We do about the gem cutting and setting the jewelry. We have the blue sapphire. I have ruby, onyx, but ruby we export from Burma. The very popular, very famous in here is in blue sapphire. The color, the quality in here is very good. And so we setting as well, setting the jewelry in silver, in gold, in white gold.
Yeah, Nigel took me to see his friend's wine orchard and the processing plant where they bottle the wine.
Yeah, Malacca wine. It's made from a type of plum called Malacca plum.
Nigel likes the drier wine.
Yes.
My favorite wine, I've determined, is beer. But it was delicious wine, delicious. Thank you very much, Al. Nigel, come here. Rolls Royce.
Ah, yes. Oh, yeah. I think it's the Rolls Royce color now.
We came up and toured Fort Carnot, which is about the only tourist attraction in this untouristy tourist stopover city.
Right.
So right below us is a tunnel that goes from the fort down to the army barracks and the clinic. So yeah, this looks like quite a banyan tree or
hanging fig tree.
And you're saying it was a French fort,
Yeah.
built some 200 years ago.
Yeah, about 150, I believe.
It's been abandoned for probably 40, 50 years. Let's try
Come
it.
through. Just watch your head as it's low and watch your steps.
This tunnel goes about 100 meters, the sign says, and it ends up at the hospital.
I would assume it's blocked off, but
So we're looking, we're at the fort now, looking right down at the cafe.
I'm going to take a peek.
It's neat. Certainly not a reason to come to the city, but if you're here, why not come on up? It's a good hike. It's free entrance. It's fun. Good place for a picnic. Thanks a lot, Nigel. I'm really impressed. I really appreciate everything. And certainly next time I'm in Laos, I'll look you up. Well, thanks for hanging. I hope you enjoyed my latest adventure. I'm Mark Gilchrist, and I am, and you are, we all are, on this planet Earth.